hope you're well. Right, welcome to my video on compression testing. As you've seen in my last couple of videos, had a new ECU fitted, went to Germany, done a few track days, all fantastic. But then I made myself a new wiring loom, as you saw in the last video, a couple of videos back, and done a compression test after I fitted the loom to make sure everything was okay. And on the near side bank, as you can see now, one of the cylinders' compression was low. So 175 psi around about is the average for cylinders. This one's 150 psi. That was on the near side bank, and but you'll see that I filmed those measurements. And then I did the offside bank, and all the cylinders were low. So had to take heads off, took the heads off, done a valve leak test, and especially on the offside bank, all of the exhaust valves were leaking. So the heads went off to the machine shop, and they've lapped in the new valves, should I say, new valve stem seals. So as we speak now, the heads are back on the car again. And then I thought I'll show you the cams, the Kleemann cams, before they go back on the car. And yeah, hopefully we'll get compression. Now, obviously the back compression has been on the car for quite a while, so it'd be interesting to see what kind of horsepower it makes. When the ECU was fitted, we had about 385 horsepower. No full compression, fingers crossed, and it will be more interesting. Right, okay, let's have a look. So to show you the camshafts here before they go back in the car, what it takes to fit these things back on. So these are Shrek cams. There's a part number there. They actually came from Kleemann. Have been on the car quite a few years now. They said they make around about 25 extra horsepower. I probably believe that. They probably do. And then here's instructions for fitting them on Kleemann's website. I did have Mercedes-Benz Whiz working, but then it stopped working on my PC. Anyway, lucky enough, I've got all the bearing bridge torque specifications here. These are the bolts for the camshaft bearing bridges, what we want to call them, and they cannot be reused. They are one-time only use. So I had to go to Mercedes and buy 32 new bolts of those. That would come to about £120 with my discount. So not too bad, but then again, £100 on some bolts, it's kind of crazy, but there you are. Cylinder 1 compression. Cylinder 2 compression. Cylinder 3 compression low. Cylinder 4 compression. Hi guys, hope you're well. This is a follow-on video from doing the wiring for the ECU. Start the engine up, all ran fine, but I thought let me do a compression test, see how the compression on the engine. And this side cylinders, number 4, had low compression. It's about 175 psi per cylinder. This one was coming in at 100 psi. Going back to the head here, I've put some petrol inside the where the valves are, and I can see from the exhaust valve petrol's leaking out. So yeah, needs the valves to be reseated. So just confirm the leak. There's a brake cleaner I'll use to test for leaking, and you can see all the water coming out. Sorry, all the brake cleaner coming out the bore where it's leaking. So okay guys, so full on video from the compression testing. Heads are off, they've been to the machine shop, and the valves have been lapped in. Apparently guy uses a diamond lapping paste, so he's lapped in all the exhaust valves, the inlet valves, all new valve stem seals put in as well in both heads, and then it's all a semi skim on the surface, because there wasn't really much to go wrong on the surface. Head gasket wasn't got anything, just low compression. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what the compression is now with these cylinders. Well, it should be up to specification, but really, how much extra horsepower will I get? Just about to put the exhaust manifold on the near side head. So new gaskets. I do use this copper sealer just to get some extra security. Obviously, it will spread out once the manifold is screwed down. But yeah, let's get the manifold on. Okay, exhaust manifold on this head. Let's go to the car, get it prepared, and then put its head down, get this one torqued down. Okay, so almost ready to put the near side head down. Gives a little bit of sealant just around the front here, so where the front cover, timing cover meets the crankcase, you can put some sealant there, and then again down here, just around the front. So yeah, there's the head ready to go on. Easy to put the manifold on first. Always reach the bottom, that's making them look, as tight as possible, so that's all cool. Okay, right, let's get the gasket on, give it a final wipe down, get the gasket on, and see how we get on. Okay, gasket is down, there's the torque settings there. So what it is 10 Newton meters, 30 Newton meters in 90 and 90 degrees. Gasket's down. Let's got to be careful with the tension around here. When I put the head on, don't catch that. And screw it up, and then it'll push it out of the way, hopefully. There's a hole. There we go. And that then should push it out of the way enough, so there's a gap there. So now I can put the head down without worrying about catching that. Plenty of space there now. Okay, let's get the head down. While the head's down, just laying there for the minute. Just got to put the head bolts in now and start torquing it down. But I will be putting some assembly lube on the bolts before they go down, and obviously on the camshaft bearings as well, before we put the cams in. But okay, let's start getting this heads torqued down. Okay, so the first stage of the heads are done. So the 10 and 30 Newton meters. Now it's time to do the two 90-degree angles. So I'm going to use the angle tool there. I'm going to mark each time I do it. So one mark, and do that twice at every bolt. So yeah, I mean, I used to sort of guess a 90 degree because the core would turn, but I guess it's better to have a gauge. We'll see how we get on. Okay, that's the inside head on and torqued down to correct specs. So 13 Newton meters, sorry, 10 Newton meters, 13 Newton meters, then 90 degrees. So I made two markings there when I've done each degree. So don't miss one or make one too tight. Exhaust manifold is bolted on as well, down to downpipes. Can't put the camshafts in yet because I'm waiting for, I've got to order the camshaft cap bearing bolts, so that's okay. Okay, I'm ready to put the near side head down. Head bolts are there, head is ready. So yeah, let's get it on the engine. Just get this side torqued down the last sort of 90 degrees. Yeah, these angle tools are really good. You can sort of guess it because it's quarter turn, but at least you can be more exact with that. Anyway, this one's almost done. 9 and 10 to go, these two. On the second 90, and then we've just got to wait for these camshaft bolts to come in. Okay, time to install the camshafts. Going to do this bank first. Before the cams go in, just some assembly lube to lube up the bearing, where the bearings, the camshaft sit, should I say. So lube that up, we'll get the cams in, get the bridges down both sides, and then we'll torque them up. Okay. One camshaft bridge. Okay, so the camshaft bridges are down. Bolts are sort of hand tightened for now, not torqued down just yet. You can just see the gap still. So got to follow this procedure for each bank. Just going to tighten down ratchet by now till it sits on the head flush, and then we'll torque up the bolts afterwards. Yeah, so 10 Newton meters and then 90 degrees. Okay, so the bridges are down snug. It's now time to get the torque wrench out and torque them up. So 10 Newton meters and 90 degrees. I'm going to use a pen to mark them per stage. So this side and then that side to do. Okay, camshaft bridges are bolted down, torqued in. So 10 Newton meters and 90 degrees, all of them. Just about to sort the camshafts out now. Okay guys, so the camshafts are in, cam bridges are down. I just want out the timing here. I want to show you something about these engines when you do the timing. There are some special tools and they go into a slot in the camshaft. when you're at 40 degrees on the crankshaft from TDC. So see down there, that's the 40 degree mark. The actual mark for the 40 degrees, that little stick out bit, and there's a 40 degree mark on it there from the crank body. So what happens is, so that side goes in, this side will not go in. So there's the little place where the tool sits. If I put the tool in, it won't quite sit, and there's some slack on the chain. But if I hold the camshaft over a little bit with a spanner, the tool will go in. And that's because the timing chain tensioner isn't full of oil yet, so it's not taking the slack up of the chain. If I just show you that again, sorry about that. You can see now the tensioner, if I zoom in a bit, can you see it moving? When I'm moving the pulley around that little bit to get the tool in, so it lines up. So that's why that slack's there. A bit of slack is there, is because the tension isn't full of oil there, and therefore it won't hold the cam in time, because obviously one of the valves is under somewhere, one of these valves is on opening. Okay guys, just want to let you know that. Bye. Okay, everything's back together now. It's now time to check the compression. Hopefully he'll be back to compression. As I said, this side, before I've done the valve job, it was about 100 psi per cylinder. It should be about 175. I'll put the specs up on screen now. But let's just check this number, last cylinder on the also back for now, and just see what it is. I think this was the worst one of this side, but there was all about 100 psi, so all very down. Okay, connect the gauge. Let's see what it is. Okay guys, let me bring you in. Okay guys, you can see the gauge. Right, let's do this again. Let's crank this over, see what his last cylinder is. Look at that, we've got compression, fantastic. It is a bit over, it's about 55 psi over, and that's because I've got some oil in the rings, and that will also make more compression. When we start the engine and let it warm up and let it burn the oil off from the cylinders, it will go a bit lower. Let's check the rest, show you while we're here, but that is a good start. Again, 200 psi. It's a little bit over again, but there is oil in the cylinders. But that's fantastic. Okay guys, we've got compression. Let's box this engine up, start it, and see how we get on with running. But thanks for joining me in this video, guys. Join me next video. We'll finish off the wiring loom for the engine. But for now, we've got compression. More compression means more power. Once this is back together, let's go get it down a dyno, do another tune, and see how much more power we get. Now we've got proper compression. It'll be really interesting to see what this engine can make. Will it possibly be the most powerful M113 V8 normally aspirated in the world? Let's see. It's possible.